Hello, this is my copy of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling. It's number 6 in the 7-part series. I'm going to talk about edition first. This is one of the 2005 editions, which is when it was first released. This particular copy is an Australian first edition because I had it pre-ordered before it was released. Yay! 1.4 million advanced copies of this were sold. The initial print run sold a record-breaking 10.8 million, 9 million worldwide within the first 24 hours. An additional 2.7 million copies were printed in response to that, so it was a fairly popular book when it first came out. The first edition in 2005 has been followed by another 9 different editions, the last one being issued just this year. Next I'm going to talk about the physical object. So it is a case-bound hardcover book with paper over both the boards and the spine. In terms of condition, there's a lot of foxing on the foredge, and there are tears in the hinges both on the head, there, and as well on the tail. The corners of the boards have been rubbed away and a little bit frayed, and inside there are tears on the paste downs, particularly at the back, pretty much coming off there. We read it often. There are dog ears throughout the text block. They are there because I put them there on the pages that I felt proved that Severus Snape was innocent. And if you know the plot of this book, that might give you a hint. The fact that on those pages, the leaves, they are pretty much stained with my tears. Onto the story of this book. I am obsessed with Harry Potter. My mum and my sister love it too, though, and it was our Harry Potter tradition when the books were coming out that on the release day we'd buy it. My mum would read it first because she could pretty much get it done in about 2 hours, and then my sister and I would take it in turns, chapter by chapter. Now I remember where I was when I first read this book because I was sitting in my room and my mum came in having just finished it and she was sobbing. And she just said, "You cannot read this book?" And I asked her why, and she wouldn't tell me, and I ended up bursting into tears. And the reason was because I was, and still am, head over heels in love with Severus Snape. This book was traumatizing. I had 2 days off school because I couldn't stop crying, and when I finally went back, I went back book in hand and screamed and sobbed all the evidence I had as to why Severus, yes, I am on casual first name terms with him, why he wasn't evil. I, as you may be able to tell from what's behind me, have a Harry Potter themed house as well. Not full of merchandise, my house is decorated like I live in the Wizarding World. It's awesome. Consequently, this book makes absolutely no sense in my house. It's just like, weird, so I can't put it on display, alas. So what I do is I keep it in a special box with the rest of the series, and then that box is displayed on my shelf. So yeah, I'm weird like that. I don't really need to go into how popular this book and its series is culturally. It's renowned for having shaped a generation's childhood. It's been made into the most successful film franchise of all time. It also inspired, I don't know if you know this, a new genre of music called Wizard Rock. Shout out to my band, Weird Al Dumbledore and the Sherbet Lemons, appearing soon on this very YouTube channel. So there's a plug. Critically though, it's just as popular. It won 6 awards, including the 2006 British Book of the Year award. Apart from that though, it did actually cause mild controversy, much like its 2 predecessors, for containing much darker subject matter than the earlier books in the series. Overall though, it was hugely successful, if somewhat traumatizing. And that's all I've got for this. So I'll see you in my next video where I'll be reading from chapter 2 of this book, Spinner's End. Coincidentally, one of the scenes I used to prove Severus's innocence. So there you go.